up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. So, hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got an open man. It's a new one. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a pitch out to Williams. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, he didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Newell's got it, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Off of play action, Darnold. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's him carry. Here's Williams. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to throw, Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go!
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Detroit!
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56!
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Joshua Perkins as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Left!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Now let's go.
They go again with Cannon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Treston Dakoud in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Darren Lee. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. And that's complete to Walford. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play fake. Mahomes being chased out left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And able to find Conley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Amerson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Allen Bailey in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he's going to throw deep. It got his man complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out. Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
Now it's Hollis. This is Rance. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Darnold forced out to his left. Now, he's got a man complete past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 71 yards, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This is West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.